Hi ladies, welcome back. It's April and today I wanted to share with you a sun-kissed look. So how do we get a sun-kissed look? If some of you are like me, I can't get in the sun. I had to have treatment for abnormal skin cells, skin cancer treatment on my face in January. And for the longest time, since I've been in my 20s and 30s, I've worn sunscreen head to toe, but was not always the best about it when I was young and a teenager and working as a lifeguard out in the sun all day. So now I'm paying the price, but I can't go out in the sun, but I love that sun-kissed look. I also have a lot of redness, so I love the sun-kissed look because that brown helps to tone down all of the pink and redness I have. So I'm gonna walk you guys through that look. So I've got my palette today. I've got my palette. Now this is the Mammoth palette. This isn't the one I usually carry around with me. This is my day-to-day colors. But I'm gonna whip this one out because if it's a day where I want a sun-kissed look, but let's say I'm going to the beach or I'm just running out to the store. I just want to do a really light application day. I don't want full. So I'm going to use my wash brush and I'm going to use Aspen, which is actually a contour color, and June, which is a highlight color right here. And I know you're thinking, those look so dark for her, but I'm gonna use them as color correctors to first kind of correct some of the redness. I'm gonna use some of that pinkness to my advantage to give me a little bit of a sun-kissed look. But I do wanna tone down where I have a lot of redness around my nose and my mouth, okay? So I'm gonna use a little bit of the Aspen. I'm gonna go in there and just kind of buff, because Aspen and June are so great for that. And I know it sounds crazy, but it really does look pretty. And as we get older, I have found that with the texture in my face, especially around my eyes, I can't use really light, even highlight colors. Because of the texture and the fine lines, it just doesn't look as good. So I do want to tone down a little bit some of the redness on my nose. Just a tad. And on my chin. So I'm still using that contour color June, and I'm just hitting on places where I have a lot of the redness showing through. It's that cool brown, so it's helping to tone down some of that pinkness. You notice I'm not touching my cheeks. I'm gonna leave my cheeks a little bit pink, and I'm gonna use that to help me. Give me a little pop of color. I'm gonna use that. I don't need to cover it up because I wanna look like I've been out in the sun a little bit. And if I can minimize some of this pinkness on the rest of my face, it'll really make that pop, okay? So once I have that, then I'm gonna use my Bella bronzer. I love the Bella bronzer. Even though I have a lighter skin tone, I feel like it's just so pretty. And with the makeup that I'm using, it's cream makeup, so it's highly pigmented. So it's gonna look a lot darker, but all of this you can almost use any of it on any skin tones because you can make it darker by doing a heavier application, or you can blend it out and make it look a little bit lighter. So, but you still get that beautiful bronziness. So I'm gonna use the bigger end of my blush and bronzer brush, and I'm just gonna lightly tap it in there and grab a little bit of product. And again, I think this is so pretty. Now, what I do is I like to dab it on the back of my hand so I make sure it's got an even application. I don't have too much globbed up somewhere. And then I'm gonna take and put this anywhere where the sun might naturally hit and give me that bronzy glow. And especially, I might even take my finger and do a little bit here on the bridge of my nose, because that's where the sun would naturally hit on my nose, the top of my nose. And it's just giving me that really pretty sun-kissed look. And the way it mixes with the pink on my cheeks, it kind of tones it down, because brown tones down that red some. That's why a sun-kissed look is really good for me. And then I want to go in and add in a little bit. Got a peely on my nose right there. I want to get that off. Okay. And then I want to go in with a pretty pink. It's kind of it's a pink, but it'll look red-ish, or like a little bit of sun-kissed when I put it on. This color Ruby, it's a really pretty dark pink. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of that on my cheeks, and maybe coming down my nose, almost making like that W coming down my nose. Oh, I got a lot on my finger there. Ooh. And then I'm gonna use the smaller end of my blush and bronzer brush and kind of blend that out. Not kinda, I am. I'm gonna blend that out. And I'm gonna keep it all high, because that's what it looks like when the sun kisses us and we get a little sun. That's exactly where it is and what it looks like. And a little bit on my forehead. Okay, I blended that in. I think I have really good, like a really good warm, sun-kissed glow. I can bring it down my neck some, especially where I'm very pale down here on my neck. I can bring that down, help to blend some of that pretty warmth down my neck. Do a little bit up here on my head. And then I like to go in and just swipe a little bit of the Bella bronzer on so I'm gonna use this wash brush and the smaller end, just very lightly into the Bella bronzer, and just add a little bit onto my eyelids. Okay, then I'm gonna touch up my eyebrows just a tad. Not too much. I don't want to look overdone, because we're keeping this light and natural. We're going to the beach, the pool. Gonna be hanging out outside. But I just want to give a little bit of color to my face. A little bit of warmth. perfect. All right, so I've got my eyebrows on. I'll just do a little bit of mascara, because without it, you can't see my eyelashes. Okay. And I got a little bit of mascara down here. Need to wipe that off. Okay. All right, and then I'll add a little bit of that color Ruby to my lips. You can see it blends out so pretty. It looks so natural. Even though it's such a dark color right here, you can see that when you put it on, it can just be blended out. Okay, so I'm all done. I think it looks pretty natural, pretty minimal. I can put my beach hat, which is a must for my skin. And if you have rosacea, you have redness, you have melasma, you definitely want to wear physical blocks like hats. I even prefer mineral sunscreens for that reason. But I think it looks really pretty, very summery. I could go out with this. It'd be pretty to be by the pool, at the beach with this. Okay, so comment sun if you would like the colors that I used in my palette today for this sun-kissed look. Comment sun, and if you would like to be color matched for your own palette, again, comment sun, and I'll be sure to send you that form so I can do a free color match for you. And thank you guys for joining. Hope you like this look.